Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I am always on the hunt for great cards. And today the hunt brings me to this huge box you see before you. This is a collection that I bought that I think is going to prove to be a huge mistake, but we will find out together. This just arrived and I brought it inside and thought, my son, who is 5, is still in kindergarten for the afternoon, so now is the time to open this. You will see that I changed venues. We are not at my usual work table. We are at the kitchen table here in the Wolf Lair. And my usual work table was too small for this enormous box that I've got here. It's quite big and rather heavy. The collection, if the seller told me the truth, should be at least 3,000 cards. And I made a couple of, how can I put this? I broke a couple of my rules in buying this. Also, it's very snowy outside. I'll rotate the camera and you can see just how snowy it is. There you go. Up here on the mountain, we've been getting a lot of snow. We got another couple inches this morning. And back to here. So I broke a couple of rules when I bought this. One thing, I did not actually see any of the cards in it. So I have not seen a single card in here, only had them described to me. And I also bought something that I don't collect. If you watch the channel, you know that I don't collect basketball, and this lot is about 80% basketball. And so that's going to be a lot of fun because I do know basketball. I just choose not to collect it because I think the market is too volatile. I think that prices go way up and then way down and very unpredictably, and it's just not enjoyable for me. I don't really do a lot of flipping of cards. I don't have anything against it. It's just I don't have the time or energy to do that. I think you really need to focus a lot if you're going to do that, and that's just not my thing. I'm more into collecting and trading and just having fun with the hobby in that way. But you know, this may be something where I have to immediately try to resell it and recoup what I put into it, and we'll see what's in here. Maybe this will be good. Maybe I'll actually have some great stuff in here. I mean, I took a chance on it because it's mostly, according to the seller, these cards were collected by his son in the 80s and 90s, and then they have sat in a closet for the last 20 to 25 years. And, you know, card values have changed a lot in the last 20 to 25 years. Just in the last 2 years, especially basketball. About 25 years ago, basketball was not a top-tier sports card to collect. Basketball was kind of third tier behind baseball and football, and now that has switched. And I think basketball is probably the most collected and most sought after sports card, then followed thereafter by baseball and distantly by football and then hockey. So a lot has changed, and I thought, you know, maybe if I can get a deal on this collection, there will be something good in here for me. So I will lower the camera back onto the tripod, and then I will open this up. And we can enjoy the folly of my mistake. Yes, you see, Card Wolf is still here. He's very curious as to what's in here. I'm going to put him off to the side while I open this up. And someone has just started using their snowblower outside, so if you hear a weird engine noise, that's why that's happening. As always, we've got Mr. Kershaw here to help us get into this thing, which is very heavily taped and had some snow on it. I wiped it off because obviously I don't want to have any of the cards get damaged. I think I'll go this way. Let's try that. There we go. All right, much easier, much easier. All right. And I'm a little nervous because, you know, I did spend some money on this, and I'm hoping that it wasn't a waste. As always, practice good knife safety and put your blades away where little hands cannot get to them. All right, here we're seeing some of the cards. I'm just going to take these storage boxes out and put them on the table, and then we'll examine them more closely here. Here's another of the boxes here, and this one here, and this one here. Now this one says 550 assorted cards for $5, which does not make me feel particularly excited about my purchase, let me tell you something. All right, so that's everything that's in the box there. There's nothing but padding left in the box, so I'm going to put that over there. I have a lot more room to work with because, as I said, I'm in the dining room kitchen area. We're at the kitchen table right now. Card Little Wolf is not in the picture. There he is. All right, so Little Wolf is here with me, and we're going to go ahead and look at this. I have these look like, these cards have orange borders in here, which would not be, sorry for the loud bang there, geez. These have orange borders, which would not make me excited because orange borders mean 1999, 2000 tops, which are not particularly of value. Yes, and that's what we have there. That's just what we have. So I don't feel excited about that. That is not a particularly valuable set. There are a lot of inserts to that set, however, which do have some value. So if we find the inserts are still in here, that would be great. The seller assured me that these had not been picked through to his knowledge, and I hope that that is the truth. So let's see. Now, if these boxes are all full, which it looks like they are, that's pretty good, because that would suggest to me, yeah, this is full as well. Do that. And let's see if this one's full. This one is also full. So, yeah, the guy said it was 3,000 cards. Actually, I think it's probably a good deal more than that. I would guess this is probably 3,500 cards, maybe more than that even. So that's pretty good. That's more cards than I thought I was getting, which is always a plus. But still more orange border cards in here, which, as I said, are not the most exciting cards to be finding. All right, so let's open one of these boxes. I'm going to pull up a chair and move some of these to the side and just kind of sort through and see what we're getting here. Now, these are, from what he told me, these are 80s and 90s basketball, so that would be, you know, junk wax era. And when you're looking through junk wax era basketball, really all you're looking for are Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. There are a lot of other great stars and whatnot, but as far as, you know, what I want to find in here, those are the guys that I'm looking for. And, you know, I may pull some other ones, obviously Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. Just going to move the camera down a little bit, like that. And, you know, Penny Hardaway maybe. Just depends on what we find. Obviously, rookie cards are a big plus, but I don't expect to come across too many of those. So let's see. These are loose enough that I think I can take them out safely here. And this is our first look at what is in this collection. Jason Williams All-Star from Upper Deck. That's actually a nice looking card. I don't think that's an insert or anything. I think that's a base card. Wow, these are, I'm just going to flip through these real quick to show you. These are kind of a mess. These are upside down, backwards and forwards. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice Fleer propaganda cardboard spacer there, which is, you know, okay. Take that. Let's flip some of these over and see how we do. All right, Sherman Douglas, Matt Geiger. I think that's P.J. Brown. Very hard to read that card. Let's see. That's Grant. That's Brian Grant. Larry Smith. And, boy, well, you can get a sense of these are definitely, there's some NBA hoops. That's a rookie for Stacey King. Can get a sense that these are definitely as advertised as far as the years. These are definitely, look like all of these are from the 90s. That's 94 Upper Deck, I believe. There's Fleer 90. Let's flip these over. Man, these are just not organized in any way, shape, or form. You can see that. There's a highlights card, a Coach, Allen Houston, Sam Bowie, Rodney Rogers, Kendall Gill, Buck Johnson. That's a pretty card, actually. Not a particularly valuable card, but very pretty card. We have here Jackson, Charles Oakley, Terry Davis, Person, Blue Edwards, Stace King, Cliff Rosier, Willie Anderson, Kenny Gaddison. Kenny Gaddison, who is very sweaty. I mean, if I were having my photo taken for a sports card, I would reject that one. Dan Barros, Chris Mill. Oh, here we have some. This is a 1980 baseball card. That's random. And there's a 1980 football card of Franco Harris in terrible shape, but still not unfun to find. Like I said, the seller told me that this was going to be about, I think he said 90% basketball, so we should find some other sports in here, but not very much of it. So far, I have not seen a single player that is really of much value. Also, I haven't seen any insert cards either. I've only seen base cards so far. And we're just gonna, I think we're gonna start going through here a little faster. Wish these were organized better, honestly. These are organized very poorly. These are not easy to go through that quickly. These are very thick cards that are for the Chrome basketball checklist. That would be nice to find some Topps Chrome in here, especially if we could find some, there's another propaganda piece, that one from Upper Deck. Jay Humphreys. Let's see. Again, so far I have not seen any inserts or anything, no big stars or anything like that. I'm going to pull out of the middle here because clearly these aren't organized and I can pretty much take cards from wherever. Here's another Upper Deck propaganda piece, and I think that's also one of those. Dikembe Mutombo, well, that's probably the best card that we have pulled so far. This is from the Fleer Tradition set, and that is in no way a rookie card, but it is a star, so I mean that's a plus. I guess I'll put that to the side. Let's flip this around. No, that doesn't seem to make a difference. These are really a mess in here, but I will say that they're in pretty good shape. These, you know, sometimes when you hear, okay, well, these were collected by a kid, you kind of aren't sure what you're going to get out of that, and you know, these are pretty good. There's Kevin McHale. That's not a bad card. But these are in good shape. These don't look like he put them in his bicycle spokes or, you know, took these to school and hung out with them. That looks like it might be a, no, I guess that is a base card. Boy, that's a pretty base card, though. I don't know that set. It says Holographics. I vaguely remember that. I don't think I've ever owned any Holographics cards. That's also not an insert. Some of these I just have not seen for a very long time, and this is quite the variety. Still, I have not really seen much here that is setting my world on fire. This is a really thick card. I think this is a rookie, but Ricky Paulding is not somebody I recognize. Flip this over, see how we do, and flip it over again. This does make me think, seeing how badly organized these cards are, that it's quite possible that there may be stars lurking in here, because I don't think at any point that it was ever really organized. There's a Grant Hill. That's not too bad, and that is one of those holographics cards. They're very pretty, I have to tell you. I really don't remember those cards. Turning these around here. Sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy with all of the manipulations I have to do to get these cards to be right side up and readable. Steve Nash, not a bad card there. Of course, most of the cards that are from this era are just really not worth something. Even the minor stars and even some of the major stars, honestly, are not worth something. There are those skybox cards that I do like the look of. Those are pretty. So nothing in there so far, and just flipping through here, that is an insert, actually. That is from that top set that I was talking about, and that's Tim Hardaway. And of the cards in there, that's part of the base set, but it was a different design than the base set was. So yeah, I'm not excited about this so far. Let's try another box and see if our luck will improve. I'll send that over to the side there, and let's get our paws into this box. This looks like a few of these cards are in sleeves, so maybe we'll do a little bit better here. There's another Steve Nash. That is another Upper Deck card there. Ray Odin. And another Steve Nash. Throw that to the side. Now this one is in a sleeve, and it is Rick Fox, who is not a star in my opinion. Don't think that this is anything special here, though. It does have some weird, I can see why they put it in a sleeve. I don't know if you can see that. I'll have to see if I can get the camera to focus in here. Still not sure you can see that very well. There's like a strange pattern there. I don't think that is an insert or anything special, though. I can see why they put that in a sleeve. Let's see if we do a little bit better here. Well, there's a Clyde Drexler that I just pulled from there, and that is a good card. That's from the Stadium Club set from 97, I believe. Yeah, that's what it says, 97. So that's not bad. Not a rookie. So here's a Jason Kidd. That's a pretty cool card. He looks very pleased with himself. Jason Kidd. Brand. Who is this? Also Jason Kidd. And that's another one of those cards with a strange pattern, so that must be why he sleeved those. Keith Van Horn. Oh, there's a Penny Hardaway. Not too bad. That is from '99. That's a nice one. Carl the Mailman Malone. Not too bad either. Also not even close to a rookie, but still, at least we're finding some stars in here. Sean Elliott. Not too bad either. There's Tim Duncan. Take that. Let's see how else we do. What do we have here? Tony Kukoc. And this is a press proof from 2004 of Blake Stepp. Tim Hardaway. All right, not too bad. Dennis Johnson, Jason Kidd. So we are seeing some stars, at least in this box. Maybe this is the box that had more of the, that's a rookie, more of the stars and rookies. There's a Larry Bird. All right, take that. That's a good one. Happy with that. There's another Larry Bird. Okay, these do look like they're grouped, maybe with some stars here. All right, there's a Magic Johnson and another Larry Bird. That's pretty great. There's a, let's turn these over maybe. Yeah, let's turn these over all the way like that. Not too bad. J.R. Smith, Michael Conley, Patrick Ewing, and this is a wild card. What you're looking at, it says first edition, which is nice and everything, but what you're really looking for with wild card, they have these stripes sometimes on the corner, and the 1,000 stripes are the really good ones. Shaq, he's stepping out. That's maybe an insert, or maybe just a weird card to insert there. I don't know. There's that Nate McMillan, and let's flip these over again. See what we can do here. Right. These are thicker, but I don't think that those are insert cards or anything like that. There's that. James Crawford, Elton Brand. To see the names on some of these. Jalen Rose. There's another one of those unusual curious. Oh, there's a Michael Jordan golfing card, though I think this is from a basketball set. Yeah. So not a Michael Jordan card I'm excited to find, I have to tell you. There's another Magic Johnson, not so bad. Karl Malone, pretty nice. That was after he was traded. Dwight Howard. Another Karl Malone, and another Karl Malone. Ron Artest, that's pretty good. And Tim Duncan with a very bad corner right there. So maybe this is the box that has some star power in it so far. It does seem to hold some of that. There's a John Stockton. He's got a lot of hands reaching out for him there. Let's see, anything else good in here? I'm not going to go through this entire collection on the channel. And there's another Jason Kidd, Sean Kemp, Yao Ming, not so bad. But I will go through it and then come back and show you guys the highlights if I find anything particularly great. There's an Akeem Olajuwon, Grant Hill. There's a Grant Hill with a familiar face in the background there. It's probably the closest I'm going to get to a Jordan card the way things are going with this collection so far. Rasheed Wallace, Kendrick Perkins, Michael Redd, Ray Allen. Let's pull another, we'll pull it more from the middle, I guess. I don't know. Man, these cards are just not. No effort was made to organize these. There's another Olajuwon, not so bad. These are backwards. All right, let's flip those. Walt Williams. These are upside down. Man. So these were either put in a box in a hurry, or they were put in a box with no regard to ever looking at them again, which is probably the case because, as I said, there's a Barkley, not so bad there. The seller told me that these hadn't been looked at in a very, very long time. Let's see if we find anything else good in this stack, and then I'll probably close the video. So far, I feel as though I did not, and probably will not, get my money's worth. The seller originally listed this a lot that he put at about 3,000 cards. I think it's definitely more than that. I would put it at about maybe 3,500. He originally listed it for $250, which I did not pay. I talked him down from that. My initial offer, I said, well, if it's 3,000 cards, I'll give you $30, and he responded. He responded politely, but he told me that was never going to happen. And I don't blame him for that. That was definitely a low offer on my part. But you got to sometimes make these kind of offers. This was on Facebook Marketplace for those of you who are curious. And we ended up negotiating. There's a baseball card of nobody really. We ended up negotiating Reggie Miller and Alonzo Mourning and Mutombo again. We ended up negotiating and ended up buying the lot for $100 shipped. And I feel like that was a good price considering how much it probably cost him to ship all of these cards. He sent them by FedEx too, which, that's definitely not cheap. Now there's a Patrick Ewing. That's all right. We're happy with that. These are not rookie cards, but nonetheless, there are some stars in here that I can pull out and maybe use as a means to recoup some of my money on this. All right, so I think you've got a pretty good sense of the fact that in breaking my long-standing rules, there's a Darren Erstad, that's kind of neat, in breaking my long-standing rules about never buying stuff that I don't collect and never buying, there's also women's basketball, never buying cards sight unseen, which is definitely a rule everyone should follow. You should never break. I think that was a mistake, buying all these cards. I still have a lot to look through, so you never know what I might find. But at the moment, I don't feel particularly excited about that. There's a Dante Bichette. I think that I probably have misspent my money and will end up giving a lot of these cards away or trying to resell them and getting a lot less for them than I paid. But that's why I posted this video. That's why I wanted to open this box with you guys so you could see the mistake that I made and perhaps learn from it and realize that this is not something that you want to do. But all right, so I'm going to go through this and I'll maybe post a second video or add to this video as the conclusion as to what I actually pull out of this, if there's anything good or anything worth noting, which seems very doubtful at this stage, but I guess you never know. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate all of you, new subscribers and old subscribers alike. I will see you next time, and happy collecting.